said, Daddy, I said, yes, ma. He said, when will it be my turn for the contribution? Please listen. Did you hear our question? When will it be her turn for the contribution to carry? I said, which contribution? He said, the other Sunday, now that sister I carry the offering. The other Sunday, that sister I carry the offering. Which day will be my own turn? That means the ushers that carry offering, she will record it that one has carried his own. That one has carried her own that Sunday. Possibly one day, one time, it will be her turn to carry the offering. That is a mentality that has crept into the church. Who do you ask this? Service. Open the door and helps a man mentality. Has a man talent exposed to the world of prosperity. I will talk briefly on 3 aspects of service that produces instant results. 3 aspects of services that produces result. Please open your ear and understand these 3 aspects. It's very important. The Bible said, when we read, it said in Job chapter 36 verse 11, if you obey and serve him, he said what? You shall enjoy your days in prosperity and your years in pleasure. Meaning that there are multiple benefits for service. There are multiple benefits, and that there are services that produce this result. See, as a child of God, there are many principles. There are many principles that God has set in place to prosper us, to bless us. For you even to kneel down and say, God, prosper me, is a wrong prayer point. Sir, for you to kneel down and say, oh Lord, prosper me, it is a wrong prayer point. You are just like your father have told you. He said, when you come to the house, when you return, there is a key. Pick the key and enter the house. There is money. Take the money. And then your father has gone to work to attend to another thing. You started calling your father on phone. Daddy, I need money. Already there is a key for you to take. And he has given you instruction that there is money inside the drawer. He said, take the key, open the door, walk into the house, open the drawer, take the money. For you to kneel down and start begging God with prayer point of, oh Lord, bless me, is a wrong prayer point. 3 aspects of services that produces result. The first one is service to God. Service to God. Service to God is a compound word. It's too broad that time may not permit us to deal with it. If you read the book of Proverbs, chapter 5, you go down, or chapter 3, verse 5 down, the Bible said, trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Is it there? Please, can you just put it up for us? Can we have it here? Okay. Chapter 3, verse 5. He said, trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. Verse 6. Put it up quickly. In all thy ways, what do? Acknowledge him. And he said, do what? Direct the path. Verse 7. He said, be not wise in your own eyes, depart from evil. Go up, go up, go up, go up. Go, open another one. Open verse 9. Okay. Honor the Lord with substance, and with the first fruit of all. How many? Talk to me. How many? All thy increase. That is service. That's what? Talk to me. That's what? Service to who? To God. So shall thy barn be what? Filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine. Stop there. Service to God. Each time God talks on first fruit, he is not playing. Now, what is first fruit? First fruit is the first thing that comes from your salary as the money that comes first. Some people have different teaching on that. But like me, I tell people, those workers, I said, the first salary of the month, of the year, becomes your first fruit. The first salary of the month, of the year, becomes your first fruit. Now, secondly, when you are promoted, for example, your salary was 500,000, and by promotion, they start paying you 600,000. Sir, ma, the very first salary you receive after your promotion, the 100,000 on top is your first fruit. For example, you were having 500 as your salary, and now they promote you and give you 600. When you collect the very first money after your promotion, the 100,000 on top of the 500 is your what? Your first fruit. You give it out. That's the first fruit of your promotion. Put your hands for Jesus, if you can hear me. Is someone blessed this morning? Is someone blessed this morning? Now, service to God is to God. Service to God involves the work of God. Service to God embedded the work of God in it. Service to God has to do with the house of God. Service to God has to do with the man of God. Service to God has to do with anything that is sacred. Some people will stay from year to year. You can never hear them say to the man of God, please, man of God, can I have your account number? I was in a meeting on Friday before I started coming here. A member just called and said, Daddy, I said, what is it? Please, Daddy, sorry, please, Daddy, don't be annoyed. I said, what is it? He said, Daddy, I'm very sorry for calling you. I know you may be in a meeting. I'm very sorry. I said, what is it? Just tell me what you want. What is it? I was thinking she would say, Daddy, please, headache. Pray for headache or pray for leg. But that's what we are fond of. Daddy, I was passing and some fly passed around my waist. From that time, my waist is not straight again. Daddy, please pray. Daddy, please this. Daddy, please that. Daddy, please this. But people are few and scarce who demanded for account number. She called. Daddy, please, I'm sorry. I said, what is, tell me. He said, please, that your account number, is it still working? I said, yes. Always working. I said, yes, it's okay. Okay, Daddy. I said, what is it? He said, Daddy, please, don't worry. Daddy, please. Daddy, please. Daddy, thank you, sir. Before I know, I received a little money. I received good money. I called her. She busy my call and called me back. I asked her, why did you busy? He said, Daddy, that small thing I said, you still want to use it to buy card to call me. That's why I busy it. And she called me. For me to appreciate her and bless her, she busied my call and called me back. And I have to bless her. Service to God. There is no how. Today is not pastor's appreciation day, but service to God, all must come in place. You must look at the pastor and say, Daddy, What's the size of your cloth? I'm sorry about that. Or you may not even, sometimes, you just use your initiative and check something. And then, before you know, he will see material. If you don't want to bother yourself, you get material and get money on top of the material. Like, please do this. You get clothes, you get shoes, you get this. And you look at your pastor, it's not an hungry man. It's not. But whatsoever you do, it is called what? Service. You are looking for God's endorsement. You are looking for what? When God endorses you because of your service, I tell you the truth, you will be in a place and somebody will look at your face. He said, I just like your face. I want to help you. Follow me. That's all. You don't need anything else. You don't need any manipulation to get to the top. You don't need it. When there is a divine endorsement, your life can never remain the same. You see, in politics, before you read in the paper, it says so group has endorsed so candidate. Check it, sir. If the endorsement is true, they would have just write it this way. So group has gone to collect money from this man. And the man will give. And they will go away. They will not say endorsement. Because when we come to you, we'll tell you we like you. We want to vote for you. Abi? And then, after we have collected your money, we walk away. We look for another person we'll go and meet to endorse. I will go with a different name. Group A was bearing A, B, C, D. This same group that have changed now will answer D, E, F, G to meet another candidate. And they collect the money. Endorsement. But that is not the kind of endorsement I'm talking about. I'm talking about the endorsement from God. Service to God involves the church. Why would you sit down in the church and see what is going wrong? Things are not right. The church is looking for a land. The church is looking for instruments. The church is looking for this. You are privy to this and you keep quiet. God has given you money to support the work. But yet you keep quiet. Some people, they can say things in the church. They can say things. Now, we want to support the program on ground. We want to support this program. We want to do this. And you sit down. You will not shake your body. A young girl did that in Asaba. Sir, nobody knew that this girl had 300,000 in her account. And the man of God called her. He said, can you give the church 10,000? She said, I don't have money. The man of God said, I am led by God to tell you to give church only 10,000 for the support of this program. The lady said, I don't have money. And the man of God left her. Called other people, prayed for them, collected the money. She left. 3 days later, they saw her in church. That was on Wednesday. Coming to church, she was lying on the altar, crying. Crying to who? To God, Abi. She was on the altar, crying. When the pastor came into the church, she stood up. Daddy, please pray for me. I said, what is the problem? He said, they duped me. They duped me. They collected 300,000 from my account. I don't know what is happening. Oh, Daddy, please help me. Help me. The pastor said, if I mention name, I don't want to mention the name online. But mention you know the person. He said, you are very stupid. Come on, leave my face. Was it not 3 days ago that the guest speaker pleaded with you for 10,000? You don't know if God wanted to use that 10,000 to preserve others. See, let me tell you something. These days, there is no place that is safe. It is now I discover what the Bible wrote in Matthew that says, keep your treasure where moth will not enter and break it. Now, in your account, boys can hack your account, collect your money. No bank is safe now. Is somebody hearing me? Boys have advanced to the point of having an app that can hack into any account without even consulting you. They monitored the way money is moving. They monitored it. So please, keep your money where moth will not enter to eat it. The only and safe place is investing in God's work. Service to God. 2, service to family. How will God bless you? You are in a strange land. You left your mother and your father, possibly in another land. Until today, you have not visited them. My dear, the Bible says in 1 Timothy chapter 5 and in verse 8, say you are worse than an infidel. You don't send money to them. You don't call them. You don't ask of their welfare. You are worse than an infidel. You forget that there was a woman that stood by you, who taught you how to walk. There was a woman who taught you how to sit. There was a woman who fed you, who breastfed you. There was a man who stood by her. There was a man who impregnated your mother that brought you out. There was a man who stood by you through your school. Yet you abandoned them. Because you are a big woman, a big man, you turn and give them waka shake. The Bible says you are worse than an infidel. Or you are a man in the house. You are having women everywhere. You have become Keziah. You start sharing money from corner to corner. Why your wife is suffering in the house? You are worse than an infidel. You are a woman, or whosoever you are. There are people, your immediate family, you need to take care of. You have not done that. But you are busy enjoying your life around. You are worse than an infidel. Service to the family. Very important. Every father need to organize the family to raise a family altar every morning and every evening. No matter how tired you may be, your evening prayer is very important. Is someone hearing me? Your evening prayer is very important. Service to the family. Lastly, on this, service to humanity. James chapter 1 verse 27. The Bible said that the true religion acceptable by God is to visit the widow in their distress. Visit the orphans. There are 4 sets of people that God can kill because of. God can kill someone because of these people. The first set of people are widows. He said, if you punish them, I will kill you. The second set are the orphans. The third set are the needy. Or the last set are the strangers. God can kill because of these 4 sets of people. He doesn't joke with them. He said, you were a stranger in the land. Why are you afflicting strangers today? That is what is happening. We that State Lake in Delta State, we receive most of this we are saying. It's trying to marginalize us. It's trying to deal with us. Why? Because we are not indigenous. We are strangers. This is not your land. Who owns the land? God owns the land. The man told me one time, the place we rented for service, he said, leave this place and go to your land. I asked the man, have I owed you for once? He said, no, but I don't want you to stay here again. Back out! I said, my money has not expired. He said, whether your money expired or not. I look at him and say, sir, listen to me. If you succeed in removing God from the house you built, he will remove you from the wall he created. After that, they lock up the church. We pack. It was not up to 2 weeks. He had stroke. Stroke came on him. And before you know, he died. They buried him. He removed God from the house he built. And God removed him from the wall he created. No matter how much you suffer, there is something called akpomyamie. Life is sweet. No matter how arrogant you may be, no matter how insolent you may be, never for any reason be insolent to the point of touching what God gave as sacred. You don't play. You will die before your time. In all the three aspects of services, giving is a yardstick in measuring the service status. Giving. In all these three. Is there any one that they have removed giving? These three things. Giving, 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 giving. Give to your pastor. Give to the church. Give to your family. Give to humanity. All these things call for giving. There is no how you can dodge yourself. There is no how you can remove yourself. Some people, when they talk about church, by then, they would like to urinate. They will leave. When they talk about offering, they will go and urinate. They talk about